Hello beautiful souls, welcome to Unfold and Heal. I'm Jordan. I hope this message finds you well and you're taking care of yourselves. On this channel, we peel back the layers of our hearts and at times address the messy parts. If you're new here, welcome. This is a safe place. And if you're returning, welcome back lovelies. Thank you for your support, it's much appreciated. I would really appreciate you liking the video because it may help other people who may benefit from this message. And if you feel called to, share it with someone who the message may help too. Okay, let's get into today's message. When you live with CPTSD, the hardest part is how automatic it feels. Your body reacts before your mind even has a chance to register what's happening. Sometimes you're on impulse, snapping, fleeing, shutting down. And other times you freeze, like your voice just disappears. It's like you're having an out-of-body experience, even when every part of you wants whatever you're going through to end. And over time, you can even become desensitized to chaos, to disrespect, to pain. It's not that it doesn't hurt, it's that your mind has learned how to mute the alarm bells because the experience of being in danger has felt endless. That's why learning to create boundaries feels so complicated. Not because you don't want them, but because your mental and nervous system was never shown how to feel safe having them. A lot of people have heard the term PTSD. It usually comes after a traumatic event, like a car accident, some kind of assault, or a sudden loss. And don't get me wrong, because that is so real. Traumatic events change lives forever, and that needs to be clear. But complex PTSD is a little different. It comes from being inside trauma for very long periods of time, from growing up in unsafe households, by being neglected or having to fend for yourself. The effects of that and what kind of experiences that come from it, from carrying years of abuse or instability. It's not one moment, it's repetitive experiences of traumatic events. And when you have lived like that for long periods of time, your whole system learns to accept danger even when danger is gone. So when you try to set boundaries, it doesn't feel simple, it feels risky, and sometimes it looks like having walls so high no one can get in. Because survival mode taught you, if you say no, love disappears. If you speak up, the shame you once experienced whispers that you should have stayed quiet. If you try to protect yourself, fear convinces you that you'll lose everything, or that you must be a bad person if you do. And sometimes you even fear protecting yourself because of what might follow if you do. But please know, it's not weakness if setting your boundaries feel hard. It's your nervous system trying to relearn safety after years of being shaped under the idea that there was none. And boundaries in CPTSD recovery aren't walls, they're bridges. They connect the you who had no voice or who hadn't found it yet to the you who is learning to finally have one. And that doesn't mean that every boundary will feel plain sailing. A lot of the time, people with CPTSD become so protective of themselves because that's the only way they've known how to protect themselves from further pain. Very often, those boundaries don't always look dramatic. Sometimes they're small, almost unnoticeable. Like not answering the phone when you're feeling overwhelmed or exhausted. Reminding yourself to calm your breathing before responding. Quietly telling yourself you don't have the energy to have a conversation right now. Or noticing when something doesn't feel right for you and allowing yourself to step away. Unfortunately, everyone won't understand that, but those small steps do matter. Because it's proof. Proof to your body that you can protect yourself now. Proof to your mind that safety can actually exist. Proof to your heart that you don't have to abandon yourself to be loved. And I'm going to be honest here, as a sufferer of CPTSD myself, those sorts of changes after experiencing that level of trauma for so many years are not going to happen overnight. You have to allow yourself time to process, time to heal, time to learn and let go. Healing from CPTSD is not a straight line. Some days you'll feel strong in your boundaries, and other days you'll feel suffocated and second guess your every move. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. It means you're going through the process of rewiring your experience so you can live a healthier life, a safer one. What matters is that you keep choosing yourself, little by little, Because every boundary you set is a step toward peace. Every time you say no, you're breaking a cycle. And every time you honour your limits, you're telling yourself the truth. And that truth is the survival version of you kept you alive. But the healing version of you deserves to live and take things at your own pace. And on that note, beautiful souls, I'm going to end the message here. Take care of yourselves. All relevant information about me is in the description box below, how to contact me, and the links to my poetry books. Take care, guys. Peace and love.